It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. On one sideline, we've got a look at the head coach of the visiting Raiders. His guys enjoyed a win at home to begin the season, now facing their first road test here. Along the opposing sideline, the head coach of the Seahawks. His side not as fortunate in their opener, hoping the home crowd can will them to the victory here in Week 2. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you, hoping there's a good one in store for all of us. And away we go from Lumen Field. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Right side, Shaheed's got it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback. A guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills. And it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. From the gun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Now the Raiders readying for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. 1st and 10, Darnold. That's a catch, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. Going on first, here's Darnold. And down he goes, Raiders got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Now Darnold. Line here to come. And he's brought down at the line. This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. going to try to drop it in deep right. This is brought in at the 15. And he's got it all the way down to the 12.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. On 2nd and 10 now. Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
And again, it's Darnold. Has it in close. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Second drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Goff. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, it's Goff. Complete here to Bowers. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. This is Genty on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. Goff trying again on 2nd and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first sack of the game, Kate, as you just called, is a big one. And they're going to make this guy pay if he's trying to play too much hero ball. Got to find a way to get the ball out of your hand.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
The Seahawks offense taking the field now. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he gets a feel on the plunge forward. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now Darnold off the play action. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains. You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
2nd and 10, Darnold. He keeps it and takes off. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. A throw right side finds Cup. And he's tackled for a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the 2nd down. From the gun, Darnold. Gets him on the in route. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. Now an inside give to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been...
That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks double their lead to 14. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Shotgun snap here to go. That's caught by the rookie from Texas A&M. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Off now on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Play fake, Darnold. To the left, he's got Roy up. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They've got 1st down here from the 36.
The Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw, here's Darnold. Cup on the catch. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Only about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on this 2nd and inches. And off to Walker from the gun. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Running with Walker again. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
Darnold looking to throw. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
1st down throw from Goff. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Genty from the gun. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
No gain on the run, so now they face 4th down.
It's decision time for the offense after that one. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better be very careful going for it again.
Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson, Smith, and Jigba heads out. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Seahawks with the lead here at Lumen. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Darnold has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Here's Darnold to throw. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. First and 10, Darnold. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Walker now from the gun. And they'll fight ahead for a few. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Raiders with an extra DB out there. 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for them from the 31. Throwing on 1st. Here's Darnold. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From 37 yards in the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Tour of the league starts now. It starts in Cincinnati. The Bengals at home to take on the Steelers in a physical matchup in the AFC North. And this is Jamar Chase. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. It's a 59-yard touchdown. The Bengals are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And things starting to get a little out of hand for them, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Going left side, Bowers has it. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. That one's complete over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. After after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4. Off to the air now. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. And off to Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Giving this to Genty. This is ahead for about 5. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open. A little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. From the red zone on 1st. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Dumped off to his running back. Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical. Medical staff hurrying out to the field after that play, Brock. Looks like somebody was injured, and oh, no, it is running back Ashton Genty. The Seahawks opting for a 5th DB nickel set for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught quickly on the slant. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Smith able to put it through. And their opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Starting from the 5. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Seahawks offense running out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down now, ball at the 33. Now Donald out to play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Running it with David Montgomery. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Shotgun snap here to go. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
It's Montgomery on third. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. So a stoppage here for an injured player, and this is not good. Brock Bowers in some discomfort. The medical staff headed to him. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Genty. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to throw. Gone. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down. Goff working from the pistol. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Walker on 1st down. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Darnold with it on 3rd and short. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. The 12-year vet strikes true. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I'd expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Finds him over the middle. He'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Hits him on the in route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. Third and a lone yard coming up. Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down. Now gone. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Well, he came down a little awkwardly after making that tackle. Looks like he's in some discomfort now. We're going to have medical head out to check on him. First and 10 from the 32. Here's Gall. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. First down, they'll run with Montgomery. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is gone. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Now pressure coming. This is hauled in by Samuel. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Running from the pistol here with Genty. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete, so 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down. Goff back to throw. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders making a full-court game here in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th. ball is set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion. Now Darnold. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
That's caught for the 1st. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. It's a gain of 22. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. And again, it's Darnold. There's a screen out for Walker. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
And he gets this forward to the 19. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. From the gun, Darnold. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
He stopped on the run back of the 27. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. On 1st down, Genty. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he's brought down after a short gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Goff to the air now. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Goff on 1st and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. They look to throw it. Completed left side to Samuel. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Here he is to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Genty scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders find a way to tie it late. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks are ready for another drive on offense as Jackson Smith-Njigba heads out. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Setting up to pass. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they had the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. Back to throw. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Allowed that one in, but no luck. Intended target there was Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. Here's a design run. Offense to the line for 2nd down. So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And they can be proud of their exploits on the road and overall so far this season as they improved to 2-0. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we say so long from Seattle.